Everyone can hear me all right? Great. I'm gonna go make a tea, guys. I'll be right back. I think Steven might be traveling today. I'm not sure. I'll double check, but I'm just gonna go make a quick tea. I will be right back, guys.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm here. What's up, guys? What's up, Ross, Irvin, Jeff, Daniel, Nas? Hope you guys had a good weekend. What's up, David? Yo, John, Joe. Where you at, Tom? Are you still around Italy? So, Jeff, I am actually preparing, but we're traveling first thing in the morning. So we are going back to Turkey. It's been 5 months in Asia. It's been awesome, and we'll miss it, but we're really missing family and home and all that stuff. So Turkey, Europe, and then the US. Oh, Tom, sounds like a blast. Italy is amazing. Yeah, long flight. It's like, I think it's like 18 hours total, 2 flights, pretty long. So I won't be around tomorrow trading. I mean, the worst one though, I think it was like from California to Asia. That was like, I don't know, man. I think it was like 20 hours. It was crazy. Like nonstop. I don't know, it was like 18 or 19 hours, I think. That was the longest one. But yeah, I kind of get used to them. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend and you were able to spend some time with your families. So Jimbo, I usually just travel coach. I mean, I'm pretty easy and
All right,
guys,
guys,
I've
I'm
got
back.
like some Netflix movies down.
Sorry, it took me
Pretty
so
good.
long.
Oh, no problem.
Hey, Steve,
Hey,
you're
Alex,
here
sorry to
today?
hear you're not. I'm sorry?
I say you're here today, but not here tomorrow?
Yeah, so I was telling the guys it's nighttime here, so we're preparing, and then in the morning we're traveling. So I'll be off traveling tomorrow, and I won't be around for trading tomorrow.
You excited to
But
get back
Wednesday,
to Turkey?
back in action. Yeah, back to Turkey. So I was just saying, man, it's been 5 months in Asia. It's been insane, like a long Asia trip.
Bro, my wife was like, "Did you know Steven was in Asia for that long?" I was like, "I guess. I mean, he tells me every day he's here, but like time
He
flies."
tells me every day, but time flies though. It's hard to like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we were in the US like around Christmas, and then we've been here ever since. So,
Right.
yeah.
All right, guys. I think I'm just gonna get started here. So, good morning, everyone.
Cool.
Welcome back to live trading. As you guys have noticed, I woke up really late today. I was at the desk around like 8:30. Just feeling a little bit under the weather today. I don't know what happened. I had a great weekend with James, great weekend with Harry. We had such a blast. I'll kind of recap that. But there was like some crazy, crazy thunderstorms last night by me, and I just like every hour I would hear like a thunder, and then just like shake and wake up, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck!" So I just didn't really get enough sleep, and I have kind of feeling a little bit of a headache, feeling a little bit down. So just want to kind of keep that in my mind when I'm trading. A lot of people say, "Who the hell cares?" You know, go drink a coffee, go wash your face, go take a shower, and come back to work. The thing is, guys, as traders, you know, this is a mental sport. And as stupid as it sounds, if you're fighting with your girl, your significant other, if you are not feeling well, if something is wrong in your real life, it will pour onto your trading life. How do I know that? Man, I made those mistakes all the time. Some days that Bao is extra angry, it's because there's some shit going on in his personal life, right? Some days when I'm not trading at my best, there's some things going on in my personal life. So whether you may think that, it's a joke, it's an excuse, it's whatever it is, I've found that the top professional traders that have their shit together in the real world most likely have their shit together in the trading world. That's why I don't like to fight with my girl too much, right? Because that headache is not worth the money that I'm going to pay in the markets. So for you guys, if you guys are listening, fucking just let it go. Let the small ones go and focus on the big ones, okay? Anyway, so for me, coming into today, I've already recognized that it's probably going to be, at least for me, a little bit of a hands-off type of day. It's going to be a risk-off day. But for me, what I'm looking to do is, you guys remember when we pretty much bottomed the market on April 7th? So let's go back to April 7th. Oops, what an idiot. April 7th. April 7th was this day. Okay? Let's read the watch list from that day. Just like we look for 3 days of parabolic upside on small caps for short, we are looking for the same thing in reverse today for large caps. Long-term investing. Day 3 of another gap down in the overall markets. Fear is dominating the sentiment. Traders are pricing in 5 rate cuts this year. These are very difficult markets to be trading in. This is not investment advice, but I'll be looking to buy stocks for the long-term holds 1 year out. This is not financial advice. Do not do the same. And I'm looking to buy SPY, QQQ, NVIDIA, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, Google. So let's start with NVIDIA. So NVIDIA went from 86 to 121. 86 to 121. That is a 30% gain. Apple went from, let's call it, 180. 180 to 210. That's a 15% gain. Let's go to Amazon. Amazon went from 160s to 209. That's a 23% gain. Let's talk about Microsoft. Microsoft went from 350 to 450. 350 to 450. That's a 22% gain. Let's talk about Meta. Meta went from 500 to 620. 500 to 620. That's a 20% gain. Google went from 140 to 150. 140 to 157. That's a 10% gain. And Tesla went from 225 to 322. A 30% gain. So net, in approximately 1 month, you could have made 25 to 30% gain on essentially anything, right? So while the entire world is panicking, while the entire world is fearful, we use that as an opportunity to buy into their fear. As Warren Buffett said, be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. So when the entire world was panicking, we loaded up, we had it on our watch list, and now today for me is the day that I'm going to start to unload some of these for a profit, right? So for me, what I'm doing today is, I may not be aggressively day trading today, but I have open orders right at the market opens to at least sell 30 to 40% of these buys for the long-term hold. Why? Number one is it's a lot of money. Number two is it happened faster than expected. And number three, just like in day trading, what I'm looking to do is sell to build a cushion. And if it kind of comes back down, if there is more panic, if there's whatever, I'm going to add more. So today for me is a day to take some profits on these long-term large cap stocks. A lot of people always ask me, what the long-term investment strategy is, what I do there. Number one is obviously I'm not an investment advisor, so I can't give you advice. But what I do is I just look for the best companies in the world that are already making money. And when they go down dramatically due to whatever the reason is, if it's earnings based, that's different. But if it's macroeconomical, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't stop using Amazon since these tariffs. I haven't stopped using Google since the tariffs, right? So stuff like that is the way that I think about this stuff. And yes, it may not be the sexiest, You know, there's plenty of other stocks that have bounced crazier. Like, I don't know, what the hell. Maybe there's like this CrowdStrike that bounced even crazier, maybe 30-40%. But for me, I'm not looking here to be a stock picker, guys. I'm not looking here to be anything like that. The safest thing that you should look for is the S&P 500. Our man Steven owes me a 10% commission on all of his buys. He's been crushing it. So what Steven does, he just dollar cost average in there. So every day, no matter what, or every month, I think it's no matter what, he puts in an amount. But on the extreme times, he puts in a little bit more. So for me, if you're buying on this gap up day, you're doing something wrong. Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. So as the China stuff happens today, whatever, I'm going to reduce some, take a little bit of my profits, put it in the bank, you know, and just relax a little bit. So great news coming into the weekend. And if you guys remember, our president, he gave us the signal, man. This fucking guy gave us the signal. Where is it? Let me see. Right here. On May 8th, our president gave us a signal. He said, you better go out and you buy some stocks today. That was this day. He said, Trump said you better go out and you buy stocks. I mean, if that's what he's saying, then fuck it. Right? I mean, it sounds stupid. You know, the strategy is as simple as a monkey could do it. But anyway, so that's kind of my overall plan today is I'm going to be selling 30 to 40% of these long-term holds. Number one, because it happened faster than I imagined. It happened larger than I imagined, and the profit is larger than I imagined. So I'm going to take some cash off the table. If anyone came into those opportunities, great. If not, there will be more. But I would not suggest, you know, buying into this gap up today. My first initial thought is too far too soon. So I'll probably got to sell off right at the open. But yeah, that's my thought process. So let's get into the watch list. So let me, as I sip my tea real quick, sorry. So the way that we build the watch list, we always go to the previous day's watch list first and build from there. As you guys know, I mentioned today that I didn't really get much sleep. Not really feeling 100%, so probably going to be more hands-off in my trading today, which is fine. But I still want to kind of show up here, try to provide some value for you guys, because I know it was a crazy weekend with all the news and all the headlines. So let's get into it. So Friday was a tough day for me. I ended up making $918. So let me kind of put that here. Let me recap it. So, hey Steven, I'm sorry if I'm taking some of your time here. I'm just going to try to get through all this.
Oh, no problem.
So ASST. So ASST was a potential first red day setup for me. If you look at the daily chart, it went from 50 cents all the way up to $9. And for me, this was screaming. First red day, first red day, first red day. So that's exactly what I did. At the market open, you know, I shorted immediately when it went red. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Immediately when it went red, I shorted and the thing halted down. And I was like, great, but I don't have enough size. So I told myself, all right, I could either cover some on the dip or I could wait for a bounce and get some more size. So instead of covering on the dip, I just waited, and all of a sudden, the stock rebounded all the way back. But that's fine because I didn't have the ideal size that I was looking for. So as the stock started fading, I started adding to the winner, and we kind of broke down on low of the day. As we broke down on the low of the day, I got greedy. I did not take any profits off the table. I said, this is going to probably go lower. I'm going to go for a bigger picture trade. Long story short, the stock reverses on me, comes all the way back, and on this push and death candle, I pretty much got all out of it for a small win. This was a $20,000 to $30,000 trade that I ended up turning into a scratch trade. So that's what really frustrated me. And obviously coming into today, it's gapping down and it's pretty much under yesterday's support. So probably it's going to go lower. But I'm just really disappointed. The only good thing that I think that I did on Friday on the stock was just reminding everyone else to take their profits, I got greedy and I paid the price. So yeah, I deserved for whatever to happen to me. So I was really frustrated on Friday, but it didn't really matter because thankfully James and Harry were in town, so I saw them. We had some amazing dinner, some amazing drinks. Freaking Harry lost so much weight. He's been sober for a year. So, I mean, shout out to Harry. He's just in incredible shape right now. So, I don't know if Harry, you're in here, but dude, Harry motivated me and James to get our shit together. Meanwhile, James is addicted to nicotine. He's addicted to sugar. He's addicted to everything. You know, I mean, I'm addicted to chocolate cake and ice cream. So we all got our own issues, guys. But seeing Harry, this little 25-year-old kid, just be in such better mental and physical shape than us was pretty impressive. So, Harry, good shit, man. So, yeah, coming into today, guys, let's get into the watch list. So, GPUS. So, GPUS, what an incredible move on Friday. The plan was to short 950.10. It hit 975, so right in the middle, perfect. And then failed $3 a share. So I don't really think that there's much of an opportunity on this one anymore. It's kind of all the way come back down. So moving on from that one. ASST, this is going to be my top watch. ASST went for a first red day setup on Friday. But unfortunately, stock reversed back and my profits reversed as well. I got too stubborn and two buys and paid the price. This morning, while the entire market is up big time, this is down, which signals backside of the move for me. So looking for bounces toward 750, 850 to short. Next is QBTS. QBTS setting up for a daily chart breakout for long bias traders. So not really interested there. QBTS setting up for a daily chart breakout. Long. So not interested in shorting that. ZKIN. ZKIN, this one's kind of weird. It made a big move up, kind of came back down, and now it's kind of 50-50. I kind of feel like this ZKIN trades a little bit too thin. It's a little bit too jumpy. So because it's a little bit too jumpy, I'll just probably ignore it. So I'm not even going to put it there. SYTA kind of coming back. You know, I don't really like these $1 stocks, so probably ignoring that. WBuy, big move up, big move down. You know, I mean, this would need a pretty big move towards like 18, 20, and like 22-ish. But I doubt it gets up there. WBuy, 18, 20, 22 too short. Wide range, doubt it bounces that high. And there was a lot of crazy stocks that, and NXTT. So NXTT, give me a second here. So NXTT on this one specifically, you can see that it was like a halt fest stock, halted up, halted down, halted up, halted down. And as soon as the market closed and the halts were done, it ended up kind of just going straight up. It tried to push over the previous day's pre-market highs around 560 and failed. You know, can you make an argument to short this bounce maybe 556? Yeah. But you have to be very, very tight with your stops. You have to be very, very careful because this stock can most certainly end up rebounding. So I'll put it on the watch list, but this is not going to be a trade to size up much on. So NXTT tried to push over Friday's pre-market highs, and failed. This stock has the ability to trap, so be very careful here. I would not use more than 30% max size on this. Key resistance areas are 5, 550, and 6 too short. Scalps only. NVVE. One sec. NVVE. This is obviously broken now. So we'll use previous support as resistance. So 225, 250, 275, and 3. This is broken. We'll use previous support as resistance. Ideally, bounce toward 225, 250, 275, 3 to short. And then there's a major list of just crazy stocks moving today, and those are all on the ignore. So KDLY, what the fuck is this? KDLY, GRYP, CTMX, JYD, YHC, all these stocks too risky. I will ignore short. UPXI, yeah, pop and drop, but has wide range. So the main thing, and also let me just make a note, and selling 30 to 40% of my long-term investment buys on the April 7th bottom call at the market open. Let's see. One sec. So something I want to make note of here, guys. Mostly my watch list today is filled with low-hanging fruit and forgotten stocks. It's because I really don't want to trade a lot of these crazy stocks that are moving today. There's so much action, there's so much craziness that I don't want to get involved. So I'd rather stick to the same broken stocks. FRGT is kind of hugging VWAP right now. It's not really up that much yet, so I'm not really interested there. GDC, this is just a really crazy chart. You can see the last time it had a major run. But something to make note of, guys, let me just put this watch list out and then I'll kind of dig into it a little bit more. Is something to make note of is right now the market is very much so favoring long biased traders, right? The overall markets are stronger. The small cap stocks are crazier. So in my opinion, I believe that a lot of these stocks are going to be at least a little bit stronger than expected for the near term as the market does what it's going to do. So for me, I want to be more and more focused on the low-hanging fruit setups. I want to be more and more focused on these stocks. Yeah, ASST is broken. It's down 20%, but guys, this thing is up 1,500%. So, I was shorting this thing in the 5s. And now it's in the 6s and I'm not going to touch it, right? So for me, while other traders are focusing on the new hot stock, while other traders are focusing on the next best thing, I'm focusing on the stocks that are forgotten that people don't care about, because we're going to look at the end of the week and this ASST is going to be at $4. But if I get distracted by all the other stocks, then what the hell, right? So we're kind of running out of time here. There was a topic that I wanted to talk about. So really quick, but we had one of our members talk to one of our moderators, and for privacy reasons, I'm not going to say the member, but there was a member that talked to our moderator, Andrew, about the process. And for me, I always feel like everyone knows what we mean by the process, the process, the process. But oftentimes, I fail to realize a lot of people may not be watching the videos. They might not be, doing the education or whatever it may be. So for me, whenever anyone asks about the process, I always assume that they know what the hell we're talking about. But if you ever have any questions, it's always the best time to talk to a moderator and see if they can help you. So Andrew went on a one-on-one with one of our moderators, with one of our members, and that member sent me a message and he finally understands what we mean by the process. So if you guys are struggling, if you guys have any questions, if you guys are kind of confused, we have videos on every type of topic that you can imagine. I actually even have a video detailing the process. So let me actually share that with you guys really quickly so you have it. Let me see. Give me a second here. Sorry, Steve. I know I'm taking your time up here, but let me kind of go
It's
back
all good.
and find this video. So if you ever have any questions, guys, we have dedicated moderators to be able to help you answer those questions. So we have the discipline workshop. We have the discipline workshop one-on-one. We have the new member one-on-one mentoring. So whether you are a new member or not, go in that channel and say, I need a mentor call. And one of our 20 moderators will literally get on the phone with you. This is not an additional fee. This is not extra. They will literally get on the phone with you. They will Zoom you. They will screen share you. Hell, they might even take you out for a drink. So if you are struggling, guys, ask for help. This is the only place in the entire world that we will not make fun of you for asking for help. We will encourage you. We will help you. We will mentor you. We will coach you. And shout out to that member that asked for help. And now he's got it down, baby. He knows exactly what he's doing. So watch the videos, watch the content, participate, ask questions if you're confused, and we will get on the phone with you. I promise. So, with 2 minutes left, Steven, I don't think I gave you enough time, man. So I guess maybe just let the people know, Steve, how they could find out about live trading, what they could do to join live trading. If these people were here on that bottom day, they would have been up 30% on everything. If these people were here on May 6th, they would have watched me make $170,000. And I think that everyone knows that the price of live trading pays for itself in gold. So we do these live trading plannings on YouTube. And then at 9:30, we cut off the stream and get to live trading for our members only. So, Steven, I'll let you chime in, and then I'm going to cut off the stream on YouTube.
Sure thing. So here is my email, stevenrh1@myinvestingclub.com. If you guys have any questions about live trading or joining, just shoot me an email. And for the guys in webinar, here are the 2 days around the market bottom that Alex was live giving his advice and insight. Okay. So save those and watch them later. They are absolute gold. And thank you for that very much, Alex.
Oh, I totally
That's
forgot
all.
about that. Let's go. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up the live trading for YouTube now, and we'll get to live trading for the members right now.